It's hard for people who aren't familiar with first century burial practices to picture what a first century tomb would have looked like. And frankly, going into the edicule doesn't help a whole lot with that, but Barry knew that there was a place just on the backside of the edicule where we could go and see an example of first century tombs.
And the location of these tombs is important and gives more credibility to the location of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
Okay, Jeremy, we've crawled into a hole here, back behind the edicule of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But I wanted to show you these niches in the rock here. These are first century Jewish tombs. What's significant about this is that we are literally 20 feet from where the edicule is. And so that shows that Jewish people buried people in this area.
You can see how a body would be placed inside each one. You've got the chisel marks where they carved it out. And as opposed to the edicule, you can actually see the natural rock. You can see what it would have looked like.
Right.
Now, from what I understand, after about a year of a body laying in here, they would bring it out, and then they'd put the bones in those small bone boxes, the ossuaries.
And it would be reburied again.
Seeing this helps us to imagine what it would have been like when they placed Jesus' body in the tomb. They would have placed his body in, they would have rolled a stone in front of it and closed it off.
Right.
There are a lot of times where the location is really important. Even in the Old Testament, God specified a place for his people to worship, and it was in Jerusalem. When you go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you see people from all over the world coming to this place, and it's important. But I think it's important to remember what Jesus said to the woman at the well. There was going to come a time very shortly where it wasn't in Jerusalem or in Samaria where you would worship God, that God was looking for people to worship him in spirit and in truth. It's not the location. And after his death, burial, and resurrection, and especially after Pentecost, Jesus provided a way for worshipers of God through him to worship anywhere. And I think it's important to remember that.
I enjoy taking people to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and I enjoy trying to help them understand what the building is and what probably happened there. After we walk through the building, I always try to bring people outside and gather them together and try to remind them that this isn't just a tourist stop. There's some very important events that happened in this location. They're the most important things to ever happen in the history of mankind.
From the creation of the world going forward, this is what all of history was working towards. And from our perspective looking back, it's all been influenced and shaped by that. To say that the crucifixion and burial and resurrection of Jesus was the pivotal moment of history is not an exaggeration.
I'm Craig.
And I'm Stu, and we're the founders of Appian Media.
We really hope that you've enjoyed the content that you've just seen. This was only made available through the generous donations of so many of you.
We believe that the world should have biblically accurate, visually engaging content about the Bible, and it should be free for everyone.
We would encourage you to visit the membership page of appianmedia.org and consider becoming a reoccurring member. Everything that you donate to Appian Media is tax deductible.
However you decide to donate, we really appreciate your support.